Okay. आप किया करें इसको साथ साथ ज़्यादा अच्छा होता है. अच्छा जी, good. So so this is done. We have got our characters here in place. Now let's start working towards their movements, how they are going to move. So first, this ball, how will this ball move? So there are two ways that can make this ball move. First is use controls and use this if block. Second is use events and use when space key pressed. So you can change the keys here, like up arrow, and similarly you can have it here as well. Go to sensing and use this key pressed. So both of them would work the same. You can make your character move using this tool also and this one also. Okay, so I'm going to use actually not this one. I will use it somewhere else, but today I'm going to use this one only. If you use it like that, it is going to check only one time that if the up arrow key is pressed. If we want to always check if the up key is pressed, what can we do? Can you tell me what out of these tools can be used if we want this thing to have to check always? You know what can we do?
No.
Okay. So what we can do here is we can use this. Yes, yes, yes. Who raised the hand? I would want to know. What do you guys think? Janat, Mahat, what do you think? Mahat, what do you think? What we should do?
If you keep it in the if statement, it will only check it one time. If you want it to keep being checked, you have to put it in a forever loop.
Yes, we have to put it in the forever loop. So let's say that I put it in the forever loop. Now it always checks what happens if I press the up arrow key. But what should happen when we press the up arrow key? See, there are four kinds of
It
movements.
needs to go up.
Yes, it needs to go up. How it would go up? Let me explain that to you. See, there are four types of movements. When you look at a graph, you would see that there are four types of movements. Let's I guess draw it here. No, that would not be good. Yes, let's draw it here. So let's say that there are four types of movements. Okay. So this is one type of movement that is upwards. And there is this movement that is downwards. And then there is this movement, which is left and right. So we have four scenarios here. If you want to move up, you have two values that you need to look after. First value is y. And the second value is x. So first we need to see that how can we make our character move in all four directions. Remember, upside is plus y and downside is minus y. This is something that you always have to remember. Upside is plus y and downside is minus y. If you want to move up, you need to increase y, you need to plus y. If you want to move down, you need to minus y. Similarly, the right side is plus x and left side is minus x. So if you want to move towards the right side, you need to change x with a positive number. If you want to move on the left side, you need to change x with a negative number. Okay, so first let's do that. That we need to make this character move on the screen, and if it needs to go upwards, we are going to go to motions, and what are we going to change, y or x? If we want to move up and down, we would have to choose what? X or Y? Yes, Hashim?
We will have
We will have to change Y. Ania, very good. So if you want to move upwards, you need to change Y. Good. But by a positive value or by a negative value? ऊपर जाने के लिए positive. Good. To change Y by, let's say, 5. If you want to move upwards, and similarly, duplicate this, add it here, and tell if down arrow is pressed and you want to move down, you need to change Y by a minus value. Perfect. That works perfectly for us. Now let's duplicate that and add it here. And now change it to right arrow and left arrow. So if we want to move on the right side, now we do not need to change Y. We actually now need to change X. So we now need to change X by 5. And if we press the left arrow key, we need to change X by -2. So now you can see that so this block here, it is not going to do anything itself until and unless you put them with another block, which is an event. So pressing this flag click is an event. So if you pick up this block of code and put it with this when flag clicked, and now you can press the flag button, you would see that your buttons would start working. Now you can move the character in all 4 directions by using the arrow keys, right? So now the first task, let's say which tasks have we completed here. So now we have drawn a maze. So this is done. We have made a character that runs through the maze. That is done. Movements of our character, they are also done. Now we need to work on these rules. We need to tell a starting point of the character. So that is also done. So this is also done. Now we need to define a rule that if we touch a maze, we will lose this game. So let's say that if we touch the maze, what did I say? If we touch the maze. So we are going to use this if block. Go to the sensing portion and select this touching mouse pointer and put it here. Now say if we touch the maze is sprite 2. What we can do is just change their names here. This is maze. This is start. Sorry, this is end. And this is start. So if we see all of the code we have to do for this ball, if we touch the maze, what would happen? If we touch the maze, we are going to go back to the start button. If we touch the maze, we are going to go back to the start button. So we're going to go to this one, put it here, and change the random position to start. So if you touch the maze, you're going to go back to start. Let's say what happens. So if I touch the maze, we need to go to start. Where is start? We need to tell where the start is. Start is at -13 and y17. So let's not do that. Go to starts costumes and try to bring it in middle here. And in the middle portion, then you can bring it here. So if you touch the maze, you are going to go back to start. Whenever you are going to touch the maze, you are going to go back to the start. Now we need to tell the last part that if we do not touch the maze and directly go to this end mark, what would happen? So if we touch the end, let's say we go to this one, go to its code and use this same block, duplicate it and add it here. If we touch end, what is going to happen? We are going to just go to looks and we are going to add say we won. And that is it. You don't need to code anything for all these three other objects, maze, start and end. Just make them start at their respective starting points. Like maze, just add this event when flag clicked and add this go to with this one. Go to x00. Fine. The start, also do the same with it. When flag clicked, go to motion and select go to its position. Fine. Do the same with the end also. First, let's try to put it in the middle. So that is the middle. You will see that adjusting to the middles is very easy. You see this plus sign where I'm holding it, and this plus sign in the middle also. You just drag them to the middle and your character is going to be in the middle. Now you can make your character appear at some point by, let's say, asking it to come to 0 and 0 first, so that it's in the middle. Now I can ask this character to come here and write its code that whenever you press the flag button, you are going to make your character sit at this place. So now, wherever your objects are, it doesn't matter. Let's say they are all disassembled at some points, but whenever you're going to press this flag button, they are all going to assemble, and then you can start playing this game. So if you will, let's say, win this game, you would say that we won. After that, you can just stop everything. So in order to stop everything, you need to go to controls and use this stop all when you say that we won. So nothing can be done after this has been done. So you would have to press the flag button again in order to play that game again. Using stop all is very important. So now you have won that and everything would be stopped. And if you want to start again, you would have to press this flag button again. So who has made this halfway through or completely with me? Mahat, Inaya, Hania?
Sir, for
Yes,
me, when I
yes.
press the down arrow key, the sprite does not go down.
You